The archaeological site of Los Toriles presents an underground tomb you can walk into to view replicas of the burial chambers and funerary ceramics for which the shaft tomb cultures are best known. Upon reaching the bottom floor, two niches flank the hall's length. Each contains a burial reproduction with an outstretched skeleton and many ceramics. Here they include shallow bowls, miniature houses, and human figures representing a variety of the statuses and activities from the West Mexico of 2,000 years ago. This Eye of the Serpent episode will explore a sample of the different arts from West Mexico's shaft tombs in the state of Nayarit, toward a possible reading of ancient roots for the Days of the Dead, Mexico's oldest and most spiritual national holiday. I visited the state of Nayarit in 2018 to learn more about the native Cora part of my ancestry. Indeed, the state is named after a prominent Cora leader, and Nayarite is also their name in the language. This image from Google Maps marks the state capital Tepic in red and the archaeological site Los Toriles in yellow. Seated among low mountains of Mexico's western Sierra, Los Toriles features remains of temples, palaces, and other structures from an old religious and administrative center. The site is just east outside the city of Ixtlan del Rio, whose name identifies a ceramic style notable for its bold patterns and sharp contours. We will soon see a warrior figurine exemplifying Ixtlan del Rio style. The shaft tomb cultures boast regional varieties dating from approximately 300 BC to 500 AD. Thousands of their sculptures come from the states of Colima, Nayarit, Zacatecas, and Jalisco. A broader look at their diversity is for another video. In the center of Tepic, the Regional Museum of Nayarit highlights from the state's archaeological history, from before 2000 BC up till the last centuries before Spanish conquest. The museum presents two replicas of excavated tombs to illustrate how the objects originally surrounded the body. Here is Tomb 24 from the site of La Playa. This is an important excavation because almost all shaft tomb sites have been looted, so dating and explaining the works from their original context is usually impossible. The museum's other tomb replica represents the site of La Catarina. Notice the row of standing figures behind the body. Like in Egypt, these statuettes could represent attendants performing domestic and ceremonial activities for the deceased person in the afterlife. The range of ceramic designs is remarkable. They represent a breadth of not only social roles but also artistic styles, each piece practically unique. This trio represents warriors wearing armor and holding staffs, and a close-up of the middle reveals the bold patterning and sharp features common to the Ixtlan del Rio style from the archaeological sites shown earlier. Women often appear in scenes of early pregnancy or motherhood. Notice at right the child peeking behind the shoulders. The ball game, a subject for another video, was played in ancient West Mexico, as ceramic miniatures of courts and players indicate. Community leaders such as shamans and chiefs also appear, as do jewelry and vessels, here shaped like gourds and squash. Most captivating among the shaft tomb ceramics are miniature scenes, glimpsing into ceremonial activities from almost 2,000 years ago. Here a ring of actors surround two musicians in crossing arms. Festive events bring life to the shaft tomb cultures. Ixtlan del Rio house scenes often portray family feasts in intimate settings, in the spaces among a complex of shared buildings. Notice the couple in back with arms reaching to each other. Such scenes suggest family gatherings around tamales and other foods, with an elderly figure sitting in a cloak at the fringe, much like the one at left. If they are family members sharing foods with the bodies of their departed relatives, this could be among the earliest expressions of the Days of the Dead in Mexico. The ceramic artists made sure to include the basement in their house scenes. The niche beneath the house platform may be the resting place for a buried ancestor, at the threshold between the upper and lower worlds. In this image, however, it is a dog sitting in the space beneath the feasting platform. This is an important detail because many native Mexican cultures regarded the dog as a wanderer between the realms of the living and the dead. Dogs are therefore among the most frequently represented animals in shaft tomb ceramics. While most of what we know today about dogs in Mexican myth comes from the Aztecs, their portrayals in funerary art point to mystical roles into the underworld for over 2,000 years. The Days of the Dead are a holiday premised on abilities to navigate between the surface and the underworld, through beings such as dogs and rituals such as ancestor cult. Their examples abound in the archaeology of Nayarit, bringing us to today's mask. Today's mask comes from Los Ciruelos, Nayarit. While this site dates to the 10th century, later than the famous shaft tomb cultures, it shares in the spirit of offerings to the deceased. Two of these elderly faces are made of basalt, the other two of limestone, and the fifth plaque outlines a person. Discovered at the outskirts of a cultivated area, their presence there hints at food offerings to ancestor spirits. The blessings they returned upon the land could ensure abundant crop, a belief still shared among many indigenous communities in the present day. Likewise, for centuries the Days of the Dead reunited families from across the earthly and spirit worlds to keep healthy social ties and fertile lands over the generations. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Eye of the Serpent channel for updates. Your Patreon support goes toward travel, research, and production. Thank you for watching, happy Days of the Dead, and good roads.